Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Achane to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the handoff. Now Tua eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's Tua. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, Achane. to the 36-yard line. Stop there. You look at this Steeler defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29. Third down and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On play action, here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Anthony Schwartz, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now Tua. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Achane is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now Tua going to change the play. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Dolphins. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Dicker down attack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To the air, Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Tua going to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cam Smith. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On play action, Allen. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
21G. Solo left Zion.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 47 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's Allen. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
First down, the Steelers.
Now Allen. Caught along the sideline by Freiermuth. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Allen going to try and keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They'll try and run the option.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Across midfield, and he'll take this down the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
A give, running right, Achane.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Tua now on first down.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First down team at their own 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
56. Out.
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Allen.
That went down the field for Freiermuth.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Half 85, go.
Allen to throw once more. Wide open receiver complete. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that...
This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the status